Hey everyone, as you know, today is Thanksgiving, and I just want to let you know how thankful I am that you took some time out today to listen to today's devotional. You know, Pastor Jim shared a sobering set of verses in the final installment of Creation Care, and they've definitely stuck with me. Let me share them again with you, and they're from the book of Matthew. It says, "But when the Son of Man comes in his glory, and all the angels with him, then he will sit upon his glorious throne. All the nations will be gathered in his presence, and he will separate the people as shepherds separate the sheep from the goats. He will place the sheep at his right hand and the goats at his left. Then the king will say to those on his right, 'Come, you who are blessed by my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the creation of the world. For I was hungry, and you fed me. I was thirsty, and you gave me a drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me into your home. I was naked, and you gave me clothing. I was sick, and you cared for me. I was in prison, and you visited me.' Then these righteous ones will reply, 'Lord, when did we ever see you hungry and feed you? Or thirsty and give you something to drink? Or a stranger and show you hospitality? Or naked and give you clothing? When did we ever see you sick or in prison and visit you?' And the king will say, 'I tell you the truth, when you did it to one of the least of these, my brothers and sisters, you were doing it to me.'" When we think about creation care, there's a big emphasis on the word care. The animals, the earth, the plants, the oceans, and everyone who is impacted by the earth need our care. God gave us this responsibility not to burden us or because he's incapable of doing it on his own. Rather, he gave us this task as a gift, as an invitation. You see, as we take ownership of something, our hearts become invested in it. Having responsibilities invites us to care about what we've been entrusted with. But more than that, God invites us to not only increase our love for his creation, but also for him, the creator. To become more familiar with his heart, to care about the things that God cares about so that we can better understand the depth and the expanse of his love. When we care for creation and the poor and the vulnerable, we model God's care for us. Because remember, we were all created by God, and we are all needy and vulnerable and poor without him. God chooses to care about us because he loves us. And so to understand even a small part of his intense love, he invites us to join him in his creation care. Even when stewardship feels like a chore, and sometimes it does, you can keep Jesus' words here in mind, that when you did it to one of the least of these, my brothers and sisters, you were doing it to me. Every act of creation care is an act of worship that honors God. That's a pretty awesome way to look at it, isn't it?